Validation. Why is it people spend half the time trying to impress people they don't even know when it's absolutely meaningless? There's the classic saying, people often spend money they don't have to buy things they don't need to impress people they don't like. And that is very fitting. But if you follow 5 principles, hopefully you won't need to rely so much on validation. The first one is to become aware when you're insecure or you need some sort of anti-rejection mechanism. Why is it that you feel that you need someone to pay you a compliment or even say that they like the photograph of you on a beach in Mauritius? Is it truly necessary? Often, if you can address these factors and the trigger points, you can overcome the need for validation. The next step is to build some sort of self-confidence. Look back at the accomplishments you've made and things that have been successful. If you can reflect on these, you don't need to buy yourself a new car or invest huge amounts of cash in an overly elaborate hanging basket to put outside your house, so your next door neighbour will be wowed and offer you a compliment. The third point is to be a bit compassionate on yourself. Nobody's perfect. It's difficult to believe, but I didn't wake up with my hair in this magnificent state. And often when you see things on social media or elsewhere, it's a true fabrication. It's not realistic. So bear that in mind and be aware that you're not absolutely perfect. Adding on to that, the fourth step is to lay off the social media. If someone's sat on a beach with a mojito, they might be smiling for the 2 seconds they've had that photograph taken, but they could be suffering from prickly heat or a bite wound from a Portuguese man of war. It's not real. Lay off the social media. And often when people offer hearts and comments on social media, it's to pursue their own ends. It's not really directed at you. So bear that in mind. The final step is to surround yourself with positive people, real people who don't need to give you compliments and pats on the back all the time. They wish you well and you know that. You don't need to seek out these people who you don't particularly like, but you wonder whether some issue that occurred 10 years ago at school, if they offer you a compliment now, it was all washed or eradicated away. It doesn't matter. Surround yourself with decent people and you'll be A-okay. So reiterating on those 5 points, be aware when you reach those trigger points, build up the self-confidence so you don't need to buy loads of nonsense for compliments, be compassionate and be aware that nobody's perfect, lay off Instagram and all the nonsense that's on social media and surround yourself with positive people. And if you bear that in mind, you'll probably be all right.